In several of Ascended Master Kutumi's transmissions, he speaks of the 9 bodies that comprise human existence. Once he stated that Egypt was the only civilization that fully understood the concept of the 9 bodies, and that it was this knowledge that facilitated that civilization's supernatural accomplishments. Knowledge of these energy fields facilitates an understanding of how to expand them and, consequently, use this energy to acquire supernatural powers through enlightenment. In addition to describing the miracles the pharaohs and high priests and priestesses could perform, he also referred to Jesus and his ability to heal the sick and raise the dead. Kutumi stated that Jesus passed his final initiation in the Great Pyramid of Egypt, raising his status to the higher priesthood of the Order of Melchizedek. This is one of the reasons why it is reported that God said in reference to Jesus, "Out of Egypt I have called my son." Understanding human energy systems provides knowledge about our human potential and our inherent power. Because this is so, it is understandable why this information has been kept from the people for so many centuries. In the past, rulers feared this information getting into the hands of ordinary people. A group of people acquiring superhuman abilities threatens all in power, especially if people are not guided to use these powers in ways that benefit humanity. But that was the past. Today we live in fortunate times, for information flows freely. There is an abundance of new information available regarding our spiritual power, and contained in this literature are keys for understanding our full human capabilities. As we strive to strengthen our bodies with good food and exercise, and our minds with wisdom and learning, our spiritual bodies become the next frontier to discover. Once body, mind, and spirit unite within our consciousness, and this energy is anchored within our souls, undreamed-of power is destined to flow through us. It is truly a time of new beginnings, as Master Kutumi so often has stated. Many individuals have asked repeatedly for Kutumi's transmissions describing the 9 bodies. Because it is so informative and provides an understanding of what we are and what we are capable of becoming, it is included below. Greetings, dear sisters and brothers of the Order of Melchizedek. On this glorious day of new beginnings, I, Kutumi, send through this transmission of enlightenment that is destined to assist humanity in awakening the inner paths of higher consciousness. I represent the Council of Light from Lyra and the Council of Integration from Hydra, as I relay these words of wisdom on this day. These governing bodies oversee the spiritual transformation process on earth, and they sanction these words that I now impart. The concept of the 9 bodies refers to the ancient teachings of Abraham. This concept also extends back to the Egyptian era, when the high priest and priestesses understood the paths to the divine through the etheric centers connected to the God force. The understanding of the 9 bodies has been an elusive concept that has not come forth before this time, because the time was not right for all to know. The 9 bodies refer to the physical body and 8 other electronic energy fields that circle the human form. These 8 bodies exist on higher etheric dimensions of time-space and are contained within what is called the auric shield. The auric field of these 8 bodies extends several earth meters above the crown chakra. This area is called the area of enlightenment and supports the spiritual connection that projects from the top of the head to the God force, called the higher self. The 8 bodies are in alignment when one experiences the perfect state of oneness. This state is acquired only after one begins the journey of the spiritual warrior. Forming a perfect alignment takes years and requires a form of discipline that most on earth do not command. The 8 bodies are connected within the electronic circle of the higher self that guides the alignment of the patterns of energies that coagulate within the circles of the aura. References available today regarding humanity's energy systems primarily speak of 7 bodies. We collectively speak of 9 and include the bodies that are hidden within the teachings of the Kabbalah. Within the Kabbalah, the mysteries to life are revealed through the 10 serapot that assist humanity to understand the nature of God and the divine emanations of angels and humans. That is why these mysteries are referred to as the knowledge of the tree of life. When one studies the Kabbalah, all secrets to life are revealed, and ascension to higher circles of consciousness is granted. This is truth, for the Kabbalah provides the way to connect to the archangels who have the power to teach individuals how to anchor the assistance of the angelic realms into the subconscious depths of the human mind. This is truth. This is the way. In the beginning, I stated that the teachings around the 9 bodies have existed since the days of Abraham. In reality, these teachings have been around for eternity, but there are few records of this wisdom before the time of the Hebrew invasion. It was also during that time when the Kabbalah first came into existence. It was written to aid humanity in understanding its connection back to the divine. The teachings of the 9 bodies and the teachings of the Kabbalah are actually one and the same. Therefore, I provide this stimulating introduction to you only to pique your interest and perhaps encourage further study in this area. Throughout the years, some of the sacred information relating to the Kabbalah had been distorted. Although interpreters had good intentions, many did not understand the consequences of their actions when they changed some of the sacred words and concepts that were recorded. A part of the original distortions, including the knowledge that humans have 7 bodies instead of 9, which connect them to the God force. It was the Essenes who came out of Egypt, Jesus the Christ, who was able to rediscover the secret of this ancient lost mystery. It was because he was able to master this information that he was able to obtain control over his electron body in the physical world. One cannot claim victory over the electron body until one has access to all the keys that control it. One obtains the keys by examining and learning the 9 bodies and understanding the nature of each. Through this understanding, one assumes mastery over the 9 and learns to control them, for once mastery is reached, the soul is given the keys to commanding the electrons that flow through the 9. The 9 bodies are the following. Number 1, the first body is a physical body. It is the most dense of all the 9 bodies and resides in the 3rd dimensional frequency of the earth plane. It is considered to be the body temple and is the vehicle that transports the soul in all 8 higher bodies. It is created out of the thoughts, feelings, words, and actions of the individual who governs it. This body must learn discernment before it can connect to the higher electron frequencies in the auric field. Number 2, the second body is the emotional body. This body includes an intricate system of energy fields that produces vibrational frequencies that affect both the mental and physical bodies. It is the source of power that moves the electoral force when one is in alignment with the higher self. This body must learn discipline and independence and detach from all that is not a part of the perfected plan before it can unite with the higher frequencies that surround it. The third body is the mental body. This body receives the thought processes of the universal mind and processes the information through a filtering system, which is located in the pineal gland of the brain. The mental body and mind are not the same. The mental body is the resonance field within the auric shield that connects the data and transfers them for use to other systems within the other 8 bodies. Mind energy is the God force that surrounds the mental body.